Hi, this is Jeff Eastman, founder of NCPD, or North Canton Paranormal Detectives, and inventor of those electric light dowsing rods version 2.0 and the Paralight. Well, I've got some exciting news today regarding the Paralight, but first let's take a quick review. The reason why I invented the Paralight was because I wanted it to be more visible in a room so that you could see it. So now again, with the standard EMF pump here, I'm able to light that up much better than you can see it in the K2. So today's announcement is about the Paralight and the enhancements I have done to improve it. And these all came from the voice of the customer or our fellow paranormal investigators out there in the field who wanted to have sound. So some K2 devices come with a little crackling sound that's like a Geiger counter that you can hear. But they wanted a sound that they could say, I put my Paralight in the hallway and it went off, I wasn't watching it, I wanted to record it on my digital recorder. So I thought, okay, I can try to add that to it. But the most challenging request I had from the field was a higher level of sensitivity. Now if I just increase the sensitivity, if you go to a location that has active power, well, just like a K2, it's just going to keep going off. So I thought, how can I give the customer different levels of sensitivity? And by the way, let's make them selectable. And let's have 3 levels of sensitivity. Well, the announcement is Paralight Plus. So on the Paralight Plus, I've done all 3. And all 3 of those are accessed through one button right here on top. So let's open this up and let's say this is the standard mode. As you can tell with the EM pump that I'm holding in my hands, there's no sound. But with one click of the button up top, one click, you hear that? So another quick click again is now back in silent mode. So now if you don't want the sound, or if you do want the sound, again. Okay? So what about these 3 levels of sensitivity? Again, all it is just pushing the button. So if I hold it down for 2 seconds, the first level is the standard sensitivity that the lantern comes with. The Paralight comes with. This standard sensitivity is higher than the current Paralight that's out there. Alright? I will be setting up an experiment to show you the differences between the standard Paralight and Paralight Plus. But first, let's get through this demonstration. So that's the first level. If I want the second level, which is the high setting for sensitivity, I just click the button one more time. The green and the yellow bars light up indicating that. If I'm happy with that sensitivity, I hold the button down for 2 seconds, it flashes, and I'm there. So now when I turn this on, it's going to be more sensitive. And I'll demonstrate how that is later. Okay, let's go to the third level. Again, you're going to hold the button down, it will flash, it will show you, and remember, the current state that it was in. Okay, one more click. That is the ultra high sensitivity setting. But let's say I wanted to get back to the beginning. One click, I'm at the first standard, high, ultra, just by clicking the button. Again, I'm happy with that mode. I hold the button down until I see it flash, goes up and down. Now I'm in ultra sensitive mode. And again, I'll demonstrate that later. And in any mode that you're in, you can push the button quickly one time. And that turns on sound. Another quick click, it's off. Okay? Now, if I close the Paralight up and go to a different location in the building, and I open it up, like I said, it remembers where you were on the last setting. So I'll hold the button down 3 seconds, or 2 seconds, there you go. You're at the ultra sensitive mode. Well, let's say you're in a room that has power boxes and then it's humming with the EMF. You want to tone it down a little bit. You just one click, you're back down to the base. Hold the button down for a second or two, and there you are. Okay? So I'm going to set up an experiment that's going to compare the Paralight Plus to the Paralight and give you some distance ranges on a standard EMF pump and how that would affect it. Okay, this is Jeff. I'm back with an experiment between the Paralight Plus that I'm pointing at and the standard Paralight. In the center, I've got a yardstick that goes up to about 36 inches. You can't see it. It helps me see how far away the EM pump from Paratronics. I'm going to be holding this above the Paralight so that you can get a feel for how it's affecting it. So, the Paralight Plus, we'll just hold the button down for 2 seconds. It is in the standard sensitivity mode. Hold it down again, programmed, ready to go. Okay, I got the EM pump on. I'm holding it above the unit, slowly coming down, and it looks like it's picking up the blue at about 26 inches for the Paralight Plus. I'm moving it over to the standard Paralight, coming down, and it is about 20 inches. Alright, let's shut this off. We're going to go back to the Paralight Plus. We're going to hold the button down, and we're going to go up to the high setting. Holding it down 2 seconds. Program mode. Again, I'm going to take the EM pump. I'm holding it above the Paralights. Let me get it a little bit higher. Okay, I'm coming down. The blue light looks like it's turning on about 23 inches. Okay, and again, I'm going to keep coming down to the first blue. There we go. The first blue light on the standard Paralight is just turned on. Okay. Alright, one more experiment. We'll shut this off. We're going to go for the high setting. So again, I'm going to hold the button down. One click up to the top. This is the ultra setting. Hold it down again. Program mode. Again, I'm going to take the EM pump, hold it off to the side. I'm up here pretty high. I'm about 31 inches away and the blue light's going off. Again, I'm moving it over above the standard Paralight, coming down, still looking for, there we go. First bar on the standard Paralight, and the Paralight Plus is pretty much pegged. Okay, so there you go. That's the differences between the two units, and I hope that gives you a feel for what I've done here to help improve the Paralight Plus sensitivity. Okay, I hope that helps explain the differences between the Paralight Plus and the standard Paralight. Now, using the Paralight Plus in the ultra-sensitive mode, you got to be very careful with that. We had a situation where we were in investigation a few weeks ago, and up on the second floor, I had the Paralight Plus on the bed with some other pieces of equipment, and over a 40-minute period, we got several hits with the Paralight Plus set in the high sensitivity mode. I was very excited about that. We thought we were communicating with the spirit up there. And then I began to look at the data and found that the data was pretty, it ran in intervals. It was a sequence every 4.5 minutes. So then I contacted the people that ran the location and asked them if they had anything in the building that would cycle. And I gave them the data, and sure enough they wrote back and they said, yes, it's the coffee maker on the first floor where it has a warming pot, and that warming pad turns on about every 4.5 minutes. And sure enough, up on the second floor with the Paralight set in the ultra-sensitive mode, it was picking that up. Here's that video that I can show you. Were you alive during the Spanish flu? I think that... Okay, so if you want to know how you can get your Paralight Plus, please visit theghosthunterstore.com, or it's on Amazon. Just search for the Paralight Plus. And as always, have fun and be safe on your next paranormal investigation.